first part that we'll talk about is understanding the risk. What's really at stake? Well, number one, lives are at stake. Sometimes a whole lifetime is derailed, and many lives are affected when just one child is abused. So if you think about it, we have the child, the parents, siblings, grandparents, even the child's future husband or wife, and their future children are affected. And what about the innocent family members of the child abuser, like the wife and his children, who bear an enormous amount of guilt and shame about the abuser's actions? And secondly, children are at risk. When sexual abuse robs children of their childhood, they are robbed of their hopes, their dreams, and their ability to trust is destroyed. And kids typically carry that guilt and shame and that fear with them until they're into their 30s as an adult. The fabric of the family is really ripped apart. So we have to consider what the impact of our actions or our failure to act may have, not only on the individual child, but if you look at it, on the world. I often think we have no idea what God had planned for the children that we minister to and work with. We don't know if maybe they're going to grow up and find a cure for cancer, or maybe they'd be the next great man of God. We don't know. And so in the big picture, what destiny and purpose did each child in our care have to fulfill in this world, and what impact are we having on destiny? Next, the staff and volunteers are at risk. Things are really just not the same as they were 25 years ago, are they? So we owe it to our staff and our volunteers who work with our kids to teach them what is appropriate interaction with children in today's environment. If you think about it, with so many abused kids in the world, we have to realize that we're working with children who have been and are being abused. And they may misinterpret our physical contact with them, and may accuse an innocent person as a cry for help. If you're innocent, by the time you clear your name, your reputation is ruined. Thirdly, our organizations are at risk. Sexual abuse claims are the leading cause of insurance claims against churches, schools, and organizations that work with kids. The judgments awarded are in the millions of dollars, and insurance companies who are in the business to make money, when they don't offer limits sufficient enough to cover the exposure, there's a reason, and that's a scary thought, isn't it? So the public and the courts are really sending us a clear message. They will no longer tolerate our failure to protect the kids in our care. And really, with so much at stake, what excuse can we possibly make not to do everything that's within our control and our ability to protect our kids? Sometimes I hear that people will be offended, it takes too much time, it'll cost too much. We really can't have any excuses. We need to just adopt the no excuse, just do it attitude when it comes to protecting our kids from sexual abuse.